we'd like to share 5 things you need to know about healthcare when traveling, things we've learned firsthand. First of all, I think that we were really prepared, or we have been prepared insurance wise, blah, 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 trying to find out. Even when we came to Dharamshala to stay before we got here, you made sure that the medical care was available. And these are things that we've taken care of. But again, like I said before, nothing prepares you for getting really sick in the total feeling of helplessness. So, we've got some tips that we'd like to pass on to you that maybe will help you a little bit in while you're traveling, and just things to really think about. Probably the first one that's the most important is, does your medical insurance cover you internationally? And then what does it cover? For instance, you can buy travel insurance, but you have to really read the fine print. Okay, we spend a lot of money actually on health insurance, and we're pretty confident that if something major happened, that we would be able to get to good facilities, and then also get home to the United States. So a travel policy or your own policy, for instance, if you're on Medicare, you better, and you're going to plan to travel out of the United States, you really need to think about some kind of travel policy. Let's just see, what else? Number 2.
Even when we came here for the first time, my basic thrust was in picking up a city. We had several options, but some of the places which we would have liked to stay, but we didn't pick them up because the medical care was a little too far
Right.
from where we were gonna stay.
Right.
So it is a good thing to really check that where you can get medical care immediately, or it is easily accessible.
Yeah, our health insurance is part of the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan, and they do provide a list of providers really all over the world that you can quickly you can access. They're providers that they actually recommend. But I think if you don't have this, ask your insurance company. They may have a list of providers. But if they don't, it's an easily to Google the area where you're going to find out where's the nearest hospitals, what doctors are available, and this advanced planning will just kind of give you a peace of mind. So with that in mind too, I'd say number 3, the third tip, is to stock up on your prescriptions. Make sure you have enough medication to last for your entire trip. We need 6 months supply, which takes a lot of coordination between our doctor, pharmacist, and insurance company. And you need to start this process early because some medications require extra approval.
Yes, yes. And the second thing is that if you run out of the medication, then you may not get the medication you are used to. Maybe it may be a substitute, and it may be something else. So make sure that you take the medicines for whatever stay.
Yeah.
How long you're gonna stay
Yeah.
over there, because you have a tremendous peace of mind.
Right.
Number 1, you are getting the right medication, and number 2, you are used to combination.
Yeah,
of all
your
those.
body's used to it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. Check the drug restrictions in your destination. That was something I hadn't even thought about till we ran into a problem, which I'll refer about. Did you know that some common medications, both prescription and over the counter, are banned in certain countries? You got to check ahead. And again, a quick Google, usually with the embassy, and you'll be able to find out. Our example was we were going to spend some time in Japan before coming to India. So we had 6 months supply of prescriptions. And I found out that we had to fill out this very complicated customs form for my medications. And I needed a letter from my doctor. And I needed properly labeled bottles and even approval for my sleep apnea machine, which really shocked me. I bet I spent at least 5 hours on this process of filling out the form, and it kept kicking it out and kicking it out. And in the end, I just decided, the heck with it. I'm doing the best I can here, and if they get confiscated at customs, they get confiscated at customs. And remember, we went to customs and they didn't even ask for the form.
I think the important thing, which is very different, I've been traveling in the last 60 years, and one of the things which today travel requires is to know the rules
Yes.
of the country you are visiting. It takes time and be familiar with them. Number two, it's not only just the drugs that they don't trust you, but you know there is so much of bad drugs going around and all that, and you know I have seen in many places now, a lot of countries are checking what drugs you are bringing in,
Right.
and what drugs you are taking out. you
Yeah.
know.
So it's better to be safe than sorry. So just check online, generally with like the Japanese embassy and their restrictions for travelers, and you'll easily find that information. I'd say number 5, and also, boy, this has really helped out when I had to go to the hospital here, is have a verified medical list.
Medication list. You know, it makes it, most of the places, as far as I'm familiar with, offer you medical list online. You can access it and, you know, communicate with the
Your
doctor.
doctors, yeah.
Doctors right there on the spot.
Well, but
And
that verified medication list is extremely important because you can give that to your provider in this foreign country. And also, this generally too, you can get from your doctor a list of your diagnosed medical conditions. So, for instance, I have type 2 diabetes. Well, of course, the doctors are going to want to know that, but it's all listed right there. I don't know if I have anything else that come to my mind. All I know is this is a very, very serious topic that people, especially seniors, need to take this into a lot of consideration before you even book your flights. If you've had experiences with medical care while traveling, let us know in the comments. Like I said, it's a complicated topic, and we can really learn a lot from each other. So, thanks for watching.
Thank you,
And see you next time.
and stay traveling. Bye.
Bye.